What's up, guys? Me, the professor, and I'm going to go off tonight. I was just reminiscing a little bit. Hang on a second. I'm falling apart here. I was just reminiscing a bit on my old simp days. Yeah, I had simp days, guys. Simping ain't easy, but motherfucker, somebody's got to do it. Hopefully, it's not you. We're getting after it every day, holding it down, grinding our faces off, and we bring a lot to the table. Like so much, actually, everything. We bring everything to the table. And I got to tell you guys, I met a girl having soup one day in a restaurant, and she was very pretty, very, very pretty. She had long, curly black hair down to her butt, and she had the prettiest face. She had like an indigenous look to her face a little bit, and she was from Caracas, Venezuela. Anyway, she was illegal in the US, and she was the nanny to a guy named Dan. You guys remember the thing that was called the Magic Jack that you plugged into a computer so you could use it like a regular phone? And they had on like those as seen on TV things. It's called the Magic Jack, and you plug it in. Well, that's what we used overseas to call back to the States, to call the bank and stuff like that. And it was this little device that you bought, and you plugged it in. Then, as apps started being developed, you could download the app, and you could call anybody anywhere in the States for free. From anywhere. As long as you had Wi-Fi, you could always call for free. Like I could pick the phone up right now and FaceTime somebody. Same thing, but this is obviously many years ago. Anyway, the girl was a nanny to this very wealthy family. And when she told me how much she made, I was astonished. I'm like, girl, you make $300,000 a year as a nanny? I'm in the wrong business. Well, anyway, this girl was extremely hot. And she had just everything nice. All nice. And I used to fool around with her in the pool across the street from Mar-a-Lago, which is Donald Trump's house. He was not president back then. In fact, Obama was not even president back then. I think I was about to retire 2008. 2008 came around. I met this girl, and no, it was long before that, like 2005. And okay, so simping. The way I got involved with this girl was a simp move to begin with. You ever meet a person and they just tell all your problems to you? Being a man, we're problem solvers, so we're always looking for a solution. Women just want to talk when it comes to this stuff because they don't want to hear what we have to say. Because anytime we talk, we got to lie to talk to them. Well, I don't have to lie to talk to them because I know better now. So what is simping to begin with? What is simping? Anybody know? Anybody got a clue? Do me a favor and hit that like button if you don't mind. There we go. So anyway, the girl had problems. She was telling me her problems, and she was on her period. She's like, I feel so bad because I'm on my period. And I'm like, I don't care. I just want to get in them drawers when you're off that shit. So this is a girl that went to church and was very entitled. Nails done every week, eyebrows waxed, body wax, massage. She used to go to spas all the time by herself and just spend 2 or 3 days at a spa, drinking champagne, sleeping in a nice bed. I mean, that's how she described it to me. It was like, yeah, it sounds like normal adult stuff. Something special about that. Okay, so fast forward, I get my own house there where she's at. And I say, come on, bitch, go move in with me. And she's like, okay. Moves all her stuff in. Like, in a matter of a month, she already threw a shoe at me. She used to talk to me like, cuidado, which is like, watch out, watch your ass. Cuidado. And she constantly was just like on me. The minute I got home, she was just, yeah. And I'm going, hey, no. Then, and I'm going to tell you guys something. When I was doing stuff online, and I'd be writing blogs and trying to figure out new designs and stuff, I'd be on my computer pretty much the whole afternoon or evening, morning or whatever. If she went to work, which was a nanny, so she had to be there all the time, I would just work on my stuff. And then she would come home and then she would lose her shit on me about her job. So, simping. I'm in this position where I meet this girl I don't know. She tells me she has all these problems. I'm a problem solver, and she is illegal in the U.S. ICE has her fucking card. They're ready to punch her card and send her back to Venezuela. And I'm like, if he goes back to Venezuela, I won't be able to get them digging them guts. Can't have that. Super simp comes out, says, here, let me get you a lawyer. Oh, God. Here's what I did. And you guys are going to think I'm nuts for this. She threw her shoe at me. And I whipped like that. And I said, well, that's the final straw. And just so you know, that when you leave here today, you're not coming back. So I said, get your stuff and get the fuck out of my house. So she grabs all her shoes and all her shit, goes and lives with her sister. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. This person went from Jekyll to Hyde in 30 seconds and then stayed Mr. Hyde the whole time. Put demands on me, like financial demands, and if shit went sideways, there's a woman who makes a ton more money than I do. And when you're retired, you know, it's not like you got a surplus of cash just laying around. You're unemployable because you live in a foreign country. You can't work. So there's that. But my simping ass put up with her until I was at the point where I was like, you know what, this job sucks. I quit. And I hopped on a plane after, by the way, I put all my furniture. I'm going to suggest you guys do this too if you're planning on coming overseas. I put all my furniture in a consignment shop. It was nice too. It was really, really, really nice. Like king size bed and all antique furniture, just like top of the line antique furniture. We're talking about one piece might have cost like $10,000. Got rid of all of it. Gave half of it away. I just wanted to go. And I was sick of her shit because I'm not going to put up with that. Because I didn't know any better back then. I was like, ooh, if I get that ass, can I? No. And it's this thing. It's just like water seeks its own level. She was not on my level. I got on a plane. Prior to that, I mailed off 14 boxes of my own shit to the apartment I was moving into, sight unseen. I mailed the boxes to the landlord, and I sent him his rent deposit. And I said, I'll be there on Tuesday. I flew in on Tuesday because you used to get a better deal when you flew on Tuesday from Fort Lauderdale to Puerto Rico. So I made it a regular, showing of it. I'm wondering if you got this problem where you feel the need that you're not good enough to cater to a woman's needs who doesn't love you or care about you. That's simping. And I know simps want to provide for this girl and she's a woman and it's going to be okay. And it's never okay, guys. Because if you do get that pussy, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Because she's a single mom and she's not going to go out with me because she's a single mom. Therefore, she needs to find a certain person that is willing to put his money, his time, and his attention not onto one person, but onto two or more. Single mothers. Say they got a kid. You get to know that kid, but you can't discipline that kid. There's no honor in father. There's no honor in being a stepfather at all. Okay, so the biggest simp, who is the biggest simp I met? My father is the biggest simp that ever lived. He is a captain motherfucking save a hoe. Let's see, first wife, I don't remember her because I wasn't in his life. I was adopted. So he adopted me with my mom, and my mom died. And he married a bunch of women. The next woman he married after her was a woman named Susan that did cocaine. She was like this pretend high society person, and she did drugs. She was a crack whore. The one after her was a similar looking woman, like it was like a clone almost, but she had red hair. She was actually pretty cool, but she had a son that was like my age or younger, and he lived inside the walk-in fucking closet in their house. So that was the next one. The one after that, oof, he married that fucking bitch he's married to now. It said I threatened to kill her. I walked in. This is early in the morning. I'm coming back from the war. Go looking for my dad. To go to his house. I'm flying off the plane. I'm in uniform, drinking from the minute we left Saudi Arabia till the minute we touched down in Miami. Drinking around the clock, 20 fucking 4 hours the whole time. And this is all soldiers, by the way. All military guys get fucking hammered. And this was back in the day. I think this is right around the time they stopped smoking for international flights. And that was the year. Yeah, that was the year they stopped offering smoking for international flights. They used to have smoking sessions on the planes. Then they eliminated that. Smoking section. Before the smoking section, everybody smoked. Everywhere, all the time. Inside, outside. That cigarette was hanging out of their fucking mouth 24 hours a day. No doubt about that. So, yeah, he was a simp and a simp enforcer because any normal dad, let me tell you this, if my son came to me or my house and my woman fucking bitched him out like that, I'd say, bitch, you get your shit and get the fuck out. He threatened to kill me. If my son says no, he didn't threaten, then I believe him. I don't believe you. You lied to your own kids. That you said that your ex-husband beat you. Yeah, well, where's the police report about that? Yeah, he beat you. Okay. He was a womanizer. You're a cheater too. So there's that. Oh, yeah. What about Bob? Yeah, I wonder if the old dad would like to know who Bob is. Very popular there at your work, by the way. Cunt. The way that this man simped for her is that instead of taking the side of his son, his adopted son, he took the side of her because back then we were supposed to believe all women. Women don't lie or poop or anything. So that turned out to be crazy wrong. Well, if you're doing this and you want to stop, you will. If you're doing this and you can't because you feel sad when you're not around your targets, as I want to put them, can't get anywhere with your targets, which, by the way, targets are these men that are the bad ones that pretend to be feminists or male feminists or whatever. They're just there waiting for you so they can get with you. They're not your friends. I think we've mentioned this. They can't even be your friend. But I digress. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some fun stuff, so I really recommend that you tune in tomorrow. We're going to be doing a live stream during the day as we do the Chicken Bus chassis swap. It is now 3:37 in the morning, late night alumni. I'm the professor. Good morning, good evening, good night, and I'm out.